Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. It's been quite a while since the previous episode, but I'm just gonna continue with the story where we left off. Last time we were solving some puzzles in the realms behind the shards, looking for pieces of the sword. So let's see if we can complete the sword in today's episode.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Baldr. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Okay. Ooh, there's a glowy person there. Gonna follow the tradition of the previous puzzles. We'll have to follow the glowy person. Indoors.
Bridge. You've come this far, but the bridge is broken. There's no way you can fix it. What do you do the opposite?
Let's just take another bridge.
Face. What is it? What does it say? You want to see what the mask says? No, she doesn't. Don't look through it. Yes.
Look. That's where our bridge is. Focus on it.
Where are we? What is this? It's the same.
Ooh,
It's another world.
interesting.
It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here.
Ah.
Can we
And we
stay?
probably can use that to cross over, go there, and then use that bridge to go back. Look through the mask to go back to the
It's light here.
slightly more depressing world.
The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
That one's probably closed. Yep. Ooh. A lore bit. Let's have a look.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Baldr. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Baldr dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Baldr's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldr's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Okay, so this is the bottom left cycle. Then we got, let's see, there's the B shape, that's the first one. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more after this. So looks like this is going to be a lore-rich episode, which would be nice. Not telling the story of Baldr.
Forget. You can.
Yeah. So this was the door that was closed before.
You need the runes to find Delia. You need Delia.
Focus on it. Then we can just look for a place that has that rune for us.
He loves you. Calling you.
There's a lock on here.
She can't. Open the gate. It's locked.
No.
Try harder. She can't. Yeah, she can't.
I still love the voices.
She will.
It seems much more idyllic. Ah, there's the tree of death. I wonder if we can solve the rune here, or do we need to go back to the Shadow World? Or the original world, I should say. Exactly. Yeah, see, much more depressing. So there the bridge is broken, but on this side we lowered the bridge. Or well, this plank.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillian, there he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through. Before he disappears.
Another mask.
Lose him. Way too many times.
Ah, can go back into Happy Land here.
Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world.
And then via this we can go inside.
He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Do we need to stand? Needs to be just so. Is that it? Yes.
He saw that she was strong. You've got it.
So that's the. In the dark world, the door should be open,
Not in this world.
and then in the light world, this one is closed.
You can't.
Okay, is there any lore bit hidden over here? It's not the light world, it would be a nice place to hide a lore bit. Like this one, yes. Okay, so this is the M, that's the second one in the line.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Baldr, striking her with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldr's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Baldr's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed. See anything up here? Oh, this is just a platform, just on the different side. Hey, this looks like we can unlock it. There's nothing left here, right? No.
He was kind to her.
Then we can make our way out, but first let's explore a little bit here. I suspect in the happy world here, not a lot is gonna happen here. This is just a passage through for the dark world.
He saw the warrior within.
Okay, so now we're up top. We already had a look at the lore there. So then we can run out. Use the mask in the center again. Okay, let's have one last look at the happy world, and back into doom and gloom it is. And rain. Rain tends to make everything more miserable. door ought to be open now. Exactly. Of course.
He led you astray. There she is.
Where are you taking me?
He's up there. There's a way. There is a way up there.
Oh, they really wrecked the place here compared to where we were before, because there was a whole stairway up there. Oh, we've seen those shards of glass before. They should hold a reflection of reality as we would need it to be.
You have no chance for love. No.
Is it that? Just need to find the proper angle here. I need to step even back, even further. This seemed to be a pretty decent spot, or is it just... we need to be back...
Doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
let's see, the column there, that ought to be a pretty good guide. And the stairs. Yeah, we got it. Just a little fuzzy. So this is just completely blocked off in the dark world. But it's about the staircase.
The things you love.
Almost walked past another lore bit, and this is the upwards arrow. That is the third one in a row.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Baldr. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Baldr stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Baldr. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Baldr is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
That was tricky.
Everything gets broken in the end.
You've killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Hello there. Ooh, more runes and another face and ooh, more lore. The R.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Baldr. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Baldr's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Baldr's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Tune in next time to see what happens. I guess the morale of this story is, because there's two more pieces to the puzzle. Speaking of, we have a light and dark thing, and we have 3 runes we need.
You had that loved you. You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it.
So the upwards arrow.
Since she left her father, she trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between 2 worlds. That of Zimbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. 2 realities tearing at her soul.
What?
Do you know?
Runes everywhere.
Was it worth it? You're still
And
alive.
Dylan's down there.
Does it deserve to be dead? How does that make you feel?
Let's see, looks like we can make an M out of this. Yeah. Just focus on it.
Wasting your time. Have no time for this. Speed up.
Impatient voices. Always impatient.
To distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean
Yeah, that's maybe not a happy place to go down to. But there was no way to go down there. At least not in the dark world. That door, it locks. It opens from the inside. So let's switch over to the happy world and have a look and see what we can do there. Ooh, there's a mask up here as well. Right now there's no way to get there, but I suspect the happy world will give us an option.
Poor Dillian. He didn't know.
Or can we get behind this to close it in some way? Because this seems like a big hatch that we can close and then you can walk over. Or maybe that's a happy world feature as well.
Do you remember what it was to try to?
Okay. This seems very arrow-like, right? But it's not complete, so we need to obscure it further. It's just more arrow-like. Yes, that's the arrow.
About wasting your time just by minute by minute. What does she think she's doing?
I do like from a puzzle design that going for multiple runes, it's effectively a way to guide you through a sequence of steps in order to solve a puzzle. There's a bridge here.
Messy. It wouldn't be.
And that gets us access to the mask. There's another bridge there that we can... Can we reach it already? Ooh, over there. So my attention is meant to be focused on there.
Do you think she remembers him?
That's my rune in reverse, so I need to be on the other side of that. So from here we can't go there, but that's probably why the mask is here.
Yes. Now darkness is swallowing you.
So we can go back here. Can we do anything with it? Ooh. So in the dark world, that bridge is, we can get there from the ledge. Then we need to go to the other side. So probably in the light world we can open up the door. Let's have a look if we go back to the light world.
Was it worth it?
If we can go there. Yeah, see, we opened that one earlier in the dark world. But no, there's actually no need. We can go over here. Lore, that's the ultimate reward.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Baldr return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela.
Do you remember?
We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Baldr stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Baldr, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Baldr was never my friend, she says. Let Hell keep what she has.
Remember the sound of
The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Always that trickster god Loki. There's one more piece to the puzzle. So let's see if there's going to be a twist of sorts. Okay, so now that we have opened this one in the dark world, we can actually go via the outside in here and walk, since I suspect our path is going to be blocked. Yeah, there's a door there. Though, yeah. But the chains are bound and I don't think we can push us through. Nope, we cannot. So, back to the darkness it is.
Do you remember him whispering in your ear?
There is the ladder, or the plank. Whoosh.
She thought she had light within her vision. She is pure darkness.
Thank you for the encouraging words, oh voices in my head. Or am I also one of the voices in the head? Well, I think I'd like to believe that I am a helpful voice. Yes, yeah, see, because this is just the dead end. But here we have another plank. So we can use that to go back to the light.
Dillian didn't believe in the curse. Dillian believed in you.
And then over here we finally find the rune we were looking for.
What if this is pointless? What are you doing?
Or aha.
Why did you think you could make this work? You keep seeing runes. You see runes.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldr's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Alternative take on it could be that even gods must face
Does it feel like
the consequences of what they do. Let's see, so the door downstairs will open for us in the darkness, but I think we can just use the staircase to go down and then use the mask there to go back. And I wonder if there's gonna be a fight or if this is gonna be it. Oh, of course, silly, we're still recreating this sword. So there's not gonna be a fight until we have a sword again.
Dillian!
it's not safe?
Dillian never much cared for the underworld
You're going to fall.
and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Senua.
You can do it.
I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, and to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Very careful. You've come this far. Don't make them see the way. It's a narrow bridge. There's a long way to fall.
He's there, welcoming me. I'm coming for you. Uh-oh.
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him. He just can't do it.
And that was ominous.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking them from the inside. You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears. They're going to take everything. They're not yours anymore. They're going to take everything you have. The memories of ghosts. They belong to the gods, not to you. They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it. You think they want your body, they want your soul. They want your mind, and they're going to take it. The memories were yours, but they're the gods now. Nothing is yours anymore. It's disappearing with your memories.
Okay. Oh, that was a nice duration for one episode. So at this point I'm gonna thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you again next episode when we enter this shard. I think this is the fourth and last one. After this we should be able to retrieve our sword and hopefully have a nice fight after that. So see you next time. Bye bye.